Hello and welcome back to another Onkruid video, another unedited Soulstone Survivors video, where I think the intro should be done about now, so now I can purchase it without having to first purchase it, then adding the blur to the footage, then adding my logo. No, this was easier. Skill tree, huh? Let me have a long and hard think about what we're going to be doing with the skill tree, because you know, it's very important that you actually take the time to really take into account, and we're done. The Legionnaire is what we will be playing today. And we will be going for the second map, level 4 curses. Select all of those bad boys. It's gonna earn us a lot of prestige points right from the get-go, if we win, of course. But I think we will win. How have you guys been doing? It's always a nice opener, right? Oh man, his attack, his thrust has a lot of knockback. Definitely potent at keeping the enemies at bay, and that's gonna be handy, of course. What are we gonna be aiming for today in this build? We are going to be aiming for a nice frontal physical build, which is completely different than everything we have ever done in the past 5 videos. I mean, it's exactly the same, but imagine that it would be completely different, or wouldn't that be crazy? You know what the cool thing is about these videos? It's not the builds, it's the wins, and we're getting victory. We're raking in the W's, the dubs, if you will. I think I'm going to go for some early offensive upgrades, but I'm also going to look into defensive upgrades, because I definitely feel like this is the type of guy that has abilities that will scale from block power or scale from max health or armor, things like that for sure. And other than that, I've actually been doing great. Thursday right now. Don't really want any of these. Cluster bombs, always nice. Thursday right now. I told you guys earlier I was gonna go for a run on Thursday. I've postponed it until Saturday. That's the one time I'm gonna postpone it, because I mean, of course, I have to be an advocate for actually achieving your goals when you set them. So I'm just gonna postpone it one time only. Saturday I'm gonna be going for my run. Right now, today, I just felt like recording more, you know. I felt like sitting at my computer. I'm gonna be honest about it. I just didn't feel the running vibe at all, and if you don't feel it from the get-go, sometimes it's easier to stay home, but a lot of times I know for a fact, for example, that if I would have actually left for my run and just started it, that I would have felt amazing and everything would have gone smoothly. But sometimes you have to cut yourself some slack as well. Shield bash, what did I tell you? Just your shield forward, damage is multiplied based on your armor. Alright, we know what we're gonna be looking for today. How much damage does it do already? Where is it? It's gonna come out. About 6k. That's definitely not as much as the body slam that the barbarian does, but I guess we will just upgrade it slowly but surely. That vortex is also something I just want to try out, because we have never taken it before, I think, or at least not used it in a full build. Let's see it in action. If I got that correctly, I feel like it's just gonna be a moving void. Let's see, here it comes. Oh, that's a bit more lackluster, but it does seem to do quite some damage, so I guess for now it's gonna be fine. Damage increase for the trust, because we're definitely still aiming for that physical frontal build. We might replace that vortex in the future. Yesterday at the team meeting, we had a bit of a sad goodbye. It was a sad goodbye, but it's also a happy goodbye. And not happy because like, oh, that person is finally leaving, but happy because we made it into a happy experience, you know. We drank some nice sparkling wine, we ate some cake that the person that is leaving baked. It was all in all just a nice experience. We did it during and right after our global team meeting, so we combined the maybe a bit less fun with the more fun parts, even though I think the team meetings are quite fun, because I mean, those team meetings are the place where it gets decided like, hey, you have this new case on your agenda and you can take on this new case and stuff. So it's quite it's always interesting, in my opinion. There's also some cases there's also some cases that get discussed at the team meeting all the time, so that's also interesting, and it's always a learning experience. But now it was to say goodbye. The only problem is that the person we're saying goodbye to, it kind of feels like she is sometimes the person that keeps everything afloat up there, you know. She is like the coordinator, and she is like the, hey, you do this task, you do this task. So with her gone, that's gonna be a bit of a pickle that we're in for a while. But we already know who her replacement is gonna be, and I am absolutely certain that she is gonna do a goddamn great job at that as well. all in all, I feel like I have landed in a team of very competent colleagues, you know? People that know what they're doing, know what they stand for, and I really appreciate that. And then tomorrow I'm gonna find out how what the other team that I'm gonna join is gonna be like. Because tomorrow I have an appointment at the other place I'm gonna start working at 10:30 in the morning. And I was wondering like, hey, am I gonna start there now? What's happening? But then I saw in her mail like, yeah, and then on Friday I'll explain to you what needs to be in your little introduction text on the website. And I was like, yeah, we're in, boys, we're in. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be exciting. Don't forget to get rid of these pillars though. I must say that I feel like the step up from curse level 3 to curse level 4 is a lot less intimidating. Is it armor or is it... yeah, armor. From curse level 3 to curse level 4 is a lot less intimidating than from curse level 2 to curse level 3. I feel like these pillars don't impose such a large extra additional threat, to be honest. Are we gonna keep the Death Vortex or not? I don't think we are. No, we're not. I made the executive decision, we're not. Let's upgrade our area a little bit because I feel like our bombs will benefit a lot from that. Get rid of this final pillar on the map right now and then everything will be a-okay. Afterwards, it's gonna be weekend, of course. After Friday comes the weekend. It's something most of you will probably know. And on Saturday, there's another little quiz planned, huh? Wouldn't you know it? Of course there is, because I do nothing else with my life. Very excited for it. It's in my hometown, actually, so it's going to be very easy to get there. My buddy Berglucht, said his name right from the first time for a change, is joining us. And then also my quizzing family. My mom is even joining us, because, well, we need 6 people, and she's like, yeah, sure. She knows some stuff, She's not, I think, the most knowledgeable person when it comes to trivia and musical artists and stuff, but she definitely knows some stuff, that's for sure. And you know what I know? I know that this Legionnaire character right here is so far pretty basic, nothing too amazing. He feels a bit meh, a bit like, alright, yeah, sure, you know? If he comes in at the party you organize, you're like, hey, there's Bob the Legionnaire, glad you could make it. But that's like probably everything you're gonna say to him that evening. You're not gonna grab your glass in your hand and gonna be like, hey Bob, how's the kids, man? How's the wife? I heard you were applying for that new job. Did you get it in the end? How is everything going in life? Did you get any crazy stories to share with us on your mountain biking trips? No. You're gonna be like, oh Bob, so glad you could make it. Drinks are in the kitchen, or suit yourself. Act like you're at home, Bob. Haha, okay, I'll talk to you later. And then you try to avoid him for the rest of the party, you know? You're not opposed to him being there, but you're definitely also not completely happy that he's there. And I can't necessarily think of a person in my real life that I look at in that way. I like everybody. I love everybody. Everybody is my friend. Which is probably a bit... not the best approach to life, but the emotion of anger is something I have problems dealing with. Little reveal right there. Multicast. Do we want to go Leviathan? Once more. Armor. So block power is not going to help us out. Sure, we'll go Leviathan, but then maybe we will take an attack speed or a movement speed or a dash upgrade in the future. And all in all, 2 waves of lords in, still feeling strong. But again, it's not because of the Legionnaire, it's because of me, myself, and I, and my build template that I use here. I guess we're still dealing quite a lot of damage, but not as much as with the other characters where we used the similar rune builds. The shield slam seems to be just a bit too weak. The cooldown is long and the damage is not that high to warrant such a long cooldown, but I'm not complaining. Of course, this game is still in early access, so everything balance related and stuff is still up for change quite drastically. Everything can just change still in major ways. All in all though, we're making quite some good progress, are we not? This is gonna be curse level 4 completed on the 3rd map already, and I feel like it goes up to level 6 or 7, it might be 7, so we're really doing amazing stuff. After that, if we get to that point before reaching level 100, which I think has to be possible, it's gonna be prestige leveling time to unlock those things, and that's definitely going to include a bunch of endless mode videos, which is going to include a lot more longer videos, and everything is going to become more and more grindy probably, but I'm still looking forward to it. Haven't grown tired of the game yet one bit, still look forward to every single play session I have. And that's another reason why I didn't go for a run today. I just really wanted to record some Soulstone Survivors before I head into the showers and head off for work. Are you guys shower people or bath people? I feel like it's always a dichotomy, a dilemma with two options is what I'm trying to say. I feel like not many people enjoy both. People normally, in my personal experience at least, either consistently take baths or consistently take showers. And I have definitely been a bath guy way in the past when I was like a lot younger, but now for as long as I can remember almost, it's just been showers all around, you know. It's easier, it's shorter, it uses less water. I feel like you're in more control, you're more in a position of agency. In a bath, you're just laying there in your own filth. Shout out to my iCarly watchers there, because that's a sentiment I got from that show. You're just laying there, literally just like floating around in your own filth, especially if you're like me and you always shit in the bathtub, an annoying little habit I have. But in the shower, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go in the stream, I'm gonna go back out to the stream again, I'm gonna turn up the heat, turn down the heat a little bit. And in the bathtub, it's just like, yeah, this is water and I'm laying in it, you know? I definitely like showers more. Although, I definitely also I can see the appeal of bathtubs and taking a bath, right? I know my girlfriend, for example, often takes her cell phone in there, takes her toaster into the bathtub, takes her school notes. Oh, we're too slow to dodge and we're gonna have a revive popped probably. Let's try and head over to these healing crystals actually. I know that she just does a lot of chill shit while she's in the bath, and I can definitely see the appeal in that, but my solution is, when she takes a bath, she is in there for about an hour most of the time. Just take a shower for like 5 to 7 minutes, and then you have 45 minutes remaining in that hour to do cool shit yourself, and you can do whatever you want. You don't have to worry about, hey, I don't want to get electrocuted, I don't want to make my paper sweat, I don't want to, you know, so I don't want to drown, because of course you can drown in your bathtub, which I guess can also happen in your shower if you waterboard yourself a bit excessively, but I mean, you have to be quite crazy to drown in a shower. And that has me wondering, has there ever been a person that drowned in his shower? Probably not, right? How is that even possible? It can't happen. No, I'm putting my stakes on it. I'm gambling a bit, but I am quite certain that nobody will have ever drowned in a shower. There have definitely, without a doubt, been deaths in showers, right? Probably a bunch of people slipping as well. Slipping, trying to hold on to the shower curtain, but then still falling down, possibly breaking their neck, possibly doing something else. But most of the time when you're in the shower also, there's not that many people nearby, so screaming for help might not always help. So I think that people dying in the shower, that's definitely not an extremely rare occurrence. But people drowning in the shower, not possible, I think. First revive popped right there. Need to be a bit careful. We're just trying to... Oh, Jesus Christ. We're trying to get out of harm's way of these bosses as soon as they put their attacks up. We're not fast enough. Ah, okay. Cool dodge. And all in all, we're still slowly but surely applying some damage to them. Behemoth, maximum health, block power, not armor power though. Oh, we have two of the same boss chasing us. I didn't even notice. Come on. Dash out of the way. Dash out of the way some more. Of course, all of our attacks are quite small in range and area, so we need to stay close to the boss to actually hit them. But we are always leaving the little landmines behind, so as long as they walk through there, we are still fine as well. Deleted both of them. I'm gonna try and get into those crystals to hopefully get a movement speed or a dash upgrade from all the experience we collect. Please. I need to move around quicker. Beautiful. That's gonna help us out with dodging a bit. And now let's try and make sure that we don't get our second revive pop before we are facing the last two bosses, because they are coming up. It's not too easy, you know? It's not too easy when you're playing with the Legionnaire. I feel like with our other characters where we completed the curse levels with, or this curse level with on previous maps, we definitely didn't struggle this hard, so maybe the Legionnaire is just not really up my alley. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of elites over here, holy shit. Alright, take it easy, nice and slow, we have time. We just need to hope also that we get favorable boss spawns and we don't get like double incantation of fire, for example, because then we will just be absolutely screwed. Absolutely screwed. Nothing will go to plan anymore. Let's try and pick up this gem. Maybe it will level us up with all the experience that we still left on the ground. It definitely will. Armor power, thank you. Makes us more tanky and makes our shield slam deal more damage. We need to put a dent in this elite population here, because otherwise they will just keep chasing us and we will oh. This isn't great. This is not great at all. Get out of there. There's too many elites there, man. But we can't just ignore them, I think. I guess we can keep on kiting them and hope that they run into these bombs right here, but it's not gonna be easy. Damn. It's gonna be hard, actually. But I definitely don't want to have a defeat on my name here. I want to just win this run, because I don't want to do this entire thing again. Either way, if we lose, though, it's gonna be some nice experience already with the Legionnaire. Prestige level 13 or something, probably, or 12 if we lose, I presume. Come on. Some of those elites have to be dead nearly, because the other ones have already spawned, but these ones are way easier to get rid of. Beautiful, there we go. That went a lot better. Just keep on baiting them into your little landmines, you know, that's all we need to do. I feel like our shield slam still doesn't, or shield bash still doesn't do a lot of damage at all. And I feel like we in general still just don't do that much damage at all. There's a lot of experience here on the ground. We need a groundbreaking upgrade, you know, we need something like really game-changing, something really strong, but I don't know what it will be. Attack speed is not going to be it, I can tell you that much. Magnetic, it's way too late for that. Damage increase, I think we're going to go for the basic movement speed, because the most important part is, of course, staying alive. I mean, we can deal as much damage as we want, but if we don't stay alive, we won't make it out of this fight. So, that's why I took the movement speed right there. Bit of a controversial decision maybe, but I think a wise one. After all, if you just run around long enough, the enemies will die because of the landmines we leave behind, because of some other attacks that might eventually hit their spot. These death vortexes are also still going around, for example. So all in all, I think the victory is definitely within our grasp, but it's not in our hand yet, you know. We haven't got a firm grasp on it yet, but it's within reach. It's within reach. It's within reach. Into the Breach. Do you guys know about Into the Breach? It's this cool little indie chess game where you kind of, well yeah, I mean, it's not really chess, but I don't know how to describe it. If I saw it correctly, I know Northernlion played it for a while. You kind of move around your own pieces, your own army pieces, like you would do in XCOM, for example. Also, like, oh, in this turn I want to spend this many action points moving them around here, and then I want to spend my extra action point using its attack over here and stuff like that. And it looked very interesting, but it looked like something a bit too slow for me. I know that because I didn't even watch Northernlion play it entirely, and if I can't even watch Northernlion play it, then I know the game is definitely not going to be something that I will enjoy myself. Holy shit. Holy shit. He recently played another game, and a video I still have to watch. I might do that after this, while this video is maybe rendering or another one's uploading, about a gladiator roguelike or indie game. I don't know the exact details of it, but I've seen it pop up in my YouTube subscription feed, and it looks like a whole lot of fun. I might have to give it a try myself, because it just looks amazing. I don't necessarily know the name. I think it's something like We Who Will Die or something like that, but it just looks so interesting. I definitely need to give that a look if I can. We're still just gonna go for the bomb upgrades, because I feel like our bombs are very potent, and I think we're just gonna have to get a bit lucky with these final bosses. I don't want to see the word fire pop up. That's all I'm asking. Just don't give me the word fire, and then I think we will be fine. Give me some Colomet and Alexi action, maybe. Our bros, our main Gs. Or OGs. Alright, get rid of some of these elites in the hopes of maybe gaining one level. I think you see what I see, and I am not really happy with what I see. Try and get one more level upgrade, maybe by all the XP that is still lingering around. I think we're gonna have to get rid of the Chaos Bringer first, probably, because he's gonna be chasing us actively, and it's gonna be really... Oh yeah, movement speed, yes please. Alright, now I think we are moving at Usain Bolt pace, at Eliud Kipchoge pace, so I think we're definitely going to be able to get rid of every single enemy in a timely fashion. Not necessarily timely, I think it's going to take a while, because we're definitely going to do a lot of kiting and a lot of walking around. But if we get the victory in the end, all of that does not matter. Which is probably the same approach a lot of politicians use. Ayo, doesn't matter what they do as long as they get the victory in the end. True True fans of this channel, regular watchers, will know that I dislike everything to do with politics and also economy and stuff, even though I realize that it's an important part of our human civilization's life and that I should pay more attention to it. I can't get into it, especially not politics. Not at all. Everything governmental or people from higher up deciding upon things for people lower down, even when they have no idea of what those people lower down are actually going through or are having to do. That doesn't grind, well, it grinds my gears. It doesn't butter my egg roll. It rustles my jimmies, or however you want to express it. Maybe, you know, I think we should stop relying on shield bash because it's not doing enough damage. So maybe a multicast for our level 7 trust will be what we need. Let's slow down a little bit. Have the Chaos Bringer catch up maybe if he wants to, so that our trusts can actually hit them. Here he is. Alright, some nice damage stacking there. Not nearly enough to actually make a dent in his health bar, but slowly but surely, we'll get there. We will get there. I promise you. I have a dream. I'm mixing Obama's voice with Martin Luther King's speech. That's probably not the most efficient way of bringing your message across. Or maybe it is, because those people had some nice charisma, of course. They were amazing public speakers, I think. Just yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago, it was like 30 something or 50 something, I don't know, years ago, since President Kennedy was assassinated. I saw a video on Reddit, a very, very graphic one, where you can literally see like his head just being split open by a bullet, and it was not a pleasant experience, something I definitely didn't necessarily need to see. But sometimes you see that, not say for work tech, and you're like, come on, how bad can it be? And you click, and then you regret your life decisions, and this is like what happened yesterday. I mean, it wasn't like vile, it wasn't anything traumatic, but it was just something that I didn't necessarily have the urge to see, you know? Come on, man. We're not doing nearly enough damage. Let's try and go for our up-close approach a little bit again. But there's so much stuff happening around here. There's still so much additional enemies alive as well. All in all, though, applied a nice dent in both health bars. Here he is, the man of the hour, the chaos guy. Some nice damage in there, but he's not even halfway. And then afterwards we still have our hardest adversary to face, so yeah. A 20-minute run already, holy shit, we're really going slow. Yeah, no, the Legionnaire is not my character. Oh, pardon me. Come on. Every time we make a pass, we are doing quite some damage, but we are also receiving quite some damage, I'm afraid. Oh, damn. My throat is really acting up. My throat is like, hey, normally when you record Soulstone Survivors, the videos don't last this long at all. What the hell is going on? And I can't blame you. I can't blame you, man. I would also like for this video to be over, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. It's just something that can happen sometimes, you know. Sometimes life goes a bit slower than expected, and sometimes that's also nice. Sometimes you definitely need to stand still with life a little more and have it go slow, and really experience the things that you normally experience while going extremely fast. A psychiatrist, a very well-known, probably the most famous psychiatrist in Belgium here, talks about that in his metaphor of a speedboat. He thinks our society nowadays is a giant speedboat called Tina. There is no alternative, which means that you have to enter the rat race, enter the performance anxiety-inducing battle for competition in the business world here in Belgium and in the Western world. And otherwise, if you don't do that, you will just fall out of the boat and you will not receive any help or support anymore at all. So there is no alternative. We're gonna have to start killing these lords, because otherwise I think this video is gonna go on forever. But I don't want to rush in and do something crazy. Only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you or something like that. We already took away 1 million of his health points, so at least there's something. I feel like if our multicast cluster bomb lands on their face, that's gonna make a nice impact on those health bars. But we need to stay close for that, and we don't want that, because you can see all the elite hit markers or area markers where their attacks are gonna be are always just flooding our screen entirely. Hey, at least we have enough movement speed and dash speed to actually get out of the zone of danger. The Chaos Bringer has almost breathed his last breath though. And then it's only the incantation of fire. Come on. The Ramble Train is also coming to a halt because I've been focusing for so long to not die because all of our revives have been popped that my brain has kind of been shutting off for a second. Come on, the Chaos Bringer is almost gone. What cases did I get assigned yesterday is something you might be asking, and it's a very, oh nice, a very interesting question and a very good question. Thank you very much for getting the Ramble Train back on tracks. There are 2 cases that got assigned to me. One is a 25-year-old PhD student who kind of reported feelings of goallessness, of like really not finding his goal, his purpose anymore in his work, in his research, and he wanted to talk a bit about that because he felt like he was getting into a negative spiral. And I can only applaud and commend him for that. That's really a beautiful request for help, and that's definitely something we can work with together in our sessions. We can definitely use an existential approach there even, I think. Like, what does it mean to achieve this research goal for you? Is it something you still want to do? What happened? What was the trigger for you to suddenly kind of lose hope a little bit, maybe? It's going to be an interesting guidance trajectory that I'm going to start up with him. Yes. All right. Pick up this gem, hopefully get a level from that, and then the incantation of fire is gonna be toast. We're absolutely gonna knock him down. Some more movement speed even, I'm not even complaining, you know. I can use every opportunity I can to dodge. Alright. Nice and easy, slowly but surely, move in. Deal some nice damage, make sure we don't last in the fire too long, and then move back out again. Run in circles, just run around in circles, and as soon as things get too hectic, just get out of there for a second. This is gonna work. One more case was a person looking for diagnostic research into autism spectrum disorder, an adult at that, an adult woman looking into that. Something I don't have experience with yet, but something that definitely sounds interesting, but also sounds very challenging. Of course, because I work in a place that focuses on children and young people now, I am getting confronted a lot with questions about ADHD, about autism spectrum disorder, and those are things that I haven't really gotten that much information on in my education, because, well, I was educated to be focused on adults and elderly people, where those problems are most of the times not that prevalent anymore, or at least already diagnosed, you know. If I learned about ADHD or autism spectrum disorder, it was more like, how can we help people that already have this diagnosis with their diagnosis? How can we help? How can we treat them? How can we help them achieve what they want in life? Oh, I don't know what did it, but we definitely one-shotted him in some way, shape, or form. Whew. That was a battle of attrition, if I have ever seen one. Damn, that was really a battle of endurance. Reach prestige level 5 with the Legionnaire. What level will we actually get to? Oh, baby. 19. Beautiful. That's awesome. And I think we unlocked yet another rune. Seems like this is new. Multicast Mastery. Increases the chance for long chains of multicasting to happen. That's very interesting. I think that's the only new thing I see on here for now. So yeah, oh, this is also new, but might be from the Necromancer run still. Either way, there we go. The Legionnaire discovered. It's not my favorite character yet, but it might need to grow on me. And then we're almost unlocking this little character right here. The what was the map we needed? The Grove. Is that... Oh, we only completed the second map. I think I was talking about the third map all in all, but next episode we will therefore complete this little run, and then we will unlock a new character to play with. So that's exciting stuff. Thank you very much for sticking with me until the end if you're still watching this. A half an hour Soulstone Survivors video of me just rambling on. I hope you still found some enjoyment in it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.